Hi, I'm Nancy, and I have had a left hip replacement. Well, it was really interesting for me for my journey, and that's what I'm going to call it, and it continues to be, is that I didn't ask a lot of questions. I, I certainly respected my surgeon and certainly the team that I was working with to know what they were doing. I didn't have a lot of concerns. I think I was more concerned about going forward and what is that going to look like, but they couldn't even tell me that, because I think we're very individual people. All of our sort of conceptions or misconceptions about healing, about what you want to do at this stage in your life. Because for me, it's really important that I'm active and I continue to stay active, and I don't think I appreciated how compromised I was until I've had the surgery. Absolutely. Day 30, I cannot believe it, for one thing. It's just that it's gone very quickly, but on the other hand, every day was something new and somewhat of a challenge. And I think it was more a challenge because of my own personality. It's just like I had these huge expectations about where I was supposed to be. The nice thing is that there was always this reassurance about putting that one foot in front of the other, figuratively and literally putting one foot in front of the other. And then having the confidence again to sort of getting back into doing what's important to me. And I feel that with having had the opportunity to be in the program, like with the physio, that it challenged me, but it also gave me a safe space that I was able to be pushed and then go home and push myself again. And then I'm going to say also give me permission to get back to what it was I was doing. Even something as small as getting down on the floor, I was a little concerned about that because I thought, well, how do I get back up? I think that just having opportunity to be into the physio program post-surgery, having support, and also following instructions and giving myself permission to move forward was really important. Day 10, literally I felt like my wheels fell off. I was very weepy, which is not my personality. I felt defeated, I felt deflated. I don't even know why, because I was seeing progress, but perhaps I was just feeling I was being very hard on myself that I wasn't moving forward fast enough, or maybe I wasn't achieving what I thought I should, even though I didn't have all these preconceived notions. So on day 10, it was very much my low point. I was sort of like trucking along. I was doing okay. I was off pain medication, and I was certainly moving around. I was using, I believe, one cane by that point, and I just really had this hole that I was in. Week 3, last Wednesday, was a aha moment. The door opened, the sun was shining, and I had this profound and very energizing sort of day where I thought, oh my goodness, I'm back. My life is back. I can now do all of these things that I've been wanting to do. And I just felt very purposeful. And I think perhaps maybe that's a good word for me, because I've been retired for a couple of years, and I think it was just that whole routine, or maybe lack of routine, that I was in, where now I was kind of feeling that I was back and I was becoming more purposeful in my estimation of what I needed to be doing. Definitely take that deep breath. Take that deep breath, and do an exhale. Get a refocus, but remember to breathe. And know that we're sort of all going through this at different stages. Also, I would say very much, reiterating what was said previously, that this is a journey. That we're not at the end of it yet, and we're continue to be improving. That I feel that we all hopefully we all live a good story. So we want to continue living a good story. But bottom line is that you got this. You can do this. Just breathe through it. Put that one foot in front of the other, and the sky's the limit. Well, it is. It's very easy to be able to be very sort of negative about where you are. And I think that unless you've sort of got all of your ducks in a row, and perhaps maybe that was a bit of a problem that I had, is that there was a couple of nights where I wasn't sleeping, so I'd wake up in the morning and I was already feeling somewhat exhausted. And I think, that sort of compounds it. But not having the sleep, not being in the same frame of mind, that we can be very, very hard on ourselves and have these huge expectations which are not realistic. So again, just one day at a time, and keep that positive momentum going. And I think you are allowed to have the ups and downs, though. You are able to go into that little bit of the valley before you can kind of see that, yeah, it's not so bad there, but it's much better when you're up the hill.